Okay, period.
The
You in a
intro is
good.
cute.
Thank you. Thank you. I tried. I tried.
It was locked in.
Okay, period. I'm gonna make a different one because that one was like kind of just rushed, but I'm gonna do a different one. But we live, baby, we live.
We live. What's up? What's up? I've never done the StreamYard thing. It's a cool little app. Can't
For
lie.
sure, for sure. Do you know how to see the comments?
So I'm in the comments tab. It says join the chat though. Should I press that or?
No, no, no. You don't have to unless like you wanna comment on there. Sometimes it's weird comments in here because it'll like put two comments for the just one that you're trying to post. It's weird. So usually I be having YouTube on my iPad and then just commenting from there because it'd be irritating.
And
But
then what's
yeah,
the difference between comments and chat?
so we have a back chat here. So if you want to say something you don't want everybody else to see in the actual YouTube comments, you can put it back there for me. So you ain't gotta text me, and then you can just put it in the back chat. And only people that can see the back chat is anybody that's on the stream. So
Okay.
it's always fun, always a good time.
Okay, I'm up to speed now. I'm not new to live, but like I said, I'm new to StreamYard.
Girl. So I've been pulling up on StreamYard on other people's shit for like the last 2 years. So I thought about it. I'm like, this is so crazy. You have never done this for yourself. Why? Like, why? Like, why would you never tap into that?
Right. I mean, you definitely got the personality for it.
I be trying, girl. I be trying. Oh, I
So,
didn't. Mm, it's okay. It's okay. But we on there. We live. I was like, is it red? Did I do it right? Yeah, I did it right. We good. We good.
did I tell you I just got another text talking about have a good evening then?
Why is he being petty? That shit is just stupid. Lord have mercy.
I really thought that like as people grow older, like things change. They get wiser. They don't be on the same bullshit.
Mm-mm.
Um,
No.
the old niggas act just like the young niggas, or worse.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same, bro. Like, honestly, some of my most petty situations have happened with older partners. It hasn't been with people. Well, there have been messy situations around my same age, aka my TikTok story times. However, most of like my craziest situations came from older people. It's crazy. I would think like, you didn't live some life, you didn't have some experience, you would bring something like palatable and just, like, learn me something. I'm here to learn from you. You didn't live life longer than I have. So I'm thinking you can pour into me and it's gonna be a different type of experience. Not saying that you gotta be this perfect person or whatever, but like come on now. I shouldn't be having to take the lead emotionally at all times. And I'm like 10, 15, 20 years younger than you. How that makes sense.
It don't. It don't. It don't make sense.
Mhm.
And it's like I think the biggest thing that like throws me off is like when you're dealing with somebody older, it's like I know you've had at least a handful of bitches in your life, if not a plethora.
At least a good, at least a good 10. I'm going to give you at least a good 10.
Maybe 1 to 5 live-in girlfriends at this point. Like
Something.
you've
A
dealt with
couple.
years of females, but you don't understand like just when a bitch is being emotional to be emotional. Or like the attitude you get when you want to be with a nigga, but it's not a real attitude, but it's an attitude out of nowhere. Like the stuff that young niggas don't understand
Hmm.
about women that you kind of have to tell them, like, oh, yeah, I was tripping 2 weeks ago because, yeah, it was about that time of the month. And that's just how it goes. So moving forward, you should know, like, if I'm tripping and you ain't do nothing wrong, check the
Like maybe
calendar.
it's just, maybe it's just her time. If it is her time, can I be considerate to her? Can I let her know, like, I'm going to be there for you for that or whatever? Like, it just be.
Or at
Why,
least just,
why do I have to
make a
teach
little
you this?
space for that. Like, understand, like, yeah, she tripping, but 3 weeks out the month, she not tripping like this. So,
Mm-mm.
but no, it's like they done dealt with a grip of bitches only to still act brand new.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit. Sometimes we expect a lot out of people. Like, we get very disappointed when people don't meet our expectations, and I feel like we hold different expectations on people when they have more experience or live more life or whatever. So I feel like sometimes we get disappointed when we're learning that that person is still learning life too, and they're not at the level we think they should be at.
I can appreciate everyone's timeline in so many respects. Like, if you not living in the place you want to live, not to say you don't have shit going for yourself, but like, let's say you got a
Mhm.
decent apartment and you want to get a house.
Mhm.
Or let's say you driving your beater right now, but you have plans and you've been saving to get the car you want.
Mhm.
Or maybe over the past 5 to 10 years, you haven't really traveled much because you've been kind of staying down and grinding, but now you want to get out and start traveling, and that's just not something you've done. I can extend grace on all of those things, but unless you a 40-year-old virgin, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, my expectations is a little higher for you. You
Okay,
grown
okay, okay.
as fuck.
Walk with me for a second. So, what if they haven't met an emotionally mature person until they encountered you?
Then I should be a breeze. If you've been dealing with straight toxic bitches, bitches that don't know how to communicate, bitches that just pop shit, go off
What's
their
up,
first
Snack?
line, and all of those things. How you doing? How you doing?
That's Snack. That's my poetry nemesis right now. He about to come back with a banger for me. So we gonna see. But that's the homie. Homie, this is my little cuz. This is my real little cuz.
Can you
But I
see those
appreciate you for
dimplings?
pulling up on me.
But yeah, not to be too in your business, but age range, is he closer to my age, closer to your age, older than both of
I
us?
believe Snack is older than both of us. I think Snack is in his 40s. Snack, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, he's an old man. He's an old man.
Okay.
He might be in his late 30s, early 40s. I'm not sure. 41.
So
Cool. Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. As part of the 40 plus crew, who I'm assuming has dealt with a few romantic partners in that time, do you feel more equipped to handle the emotional roller coasters that come with dating women than a young man, maybe in his mid to late 20s or even early 30s?
I just,
Because
yeah.
in my mind, I feel like you don't have to be perfect just because you're older, but at the same time, having that time under your belt, having them reps in, you should be a little bit more aware of, the ups and downs that women go through as far as the emotional stuff.
Oh, hold on. I can send you the link, Snack, if you want to tap in for a second.
Oh, it's a limited amount of characters on the comments.
Nah, that's just gonna be a long ass comment because Snack is a long winded person. All right, I'll drop the link for you if you want to come up, Snack. Or if you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
leave
I
it in
need
the
some
chat.
input. I need some input here because everything was cool till 2 days ago. I mean, last night, but low key 2 days ago.
Was it really cool?
I mean, it was cool enough. It was manageable. It
Okay, I'll take
was
that. I'll take that. I will take
It
that.
was flowing for my purposes.
I so when you mean for your
I ain't gonna say
so
too
have your
much. I don't,
purposes
cause this is
changed?
um no, I just feel like that comfort is starting to set in, when you first meet somebody, you first dealing with somebody, you on your best behavior. And then as you get comfortable, your true self starts to come out more. And I feel like I'm getting into that part. He says, so I feel like as men, we will never understand the women species to its full potential. We can try, and that's all we can do. As I'm older and been single for a few years, I don't put up with as much or so as much emotion.
Yeah. You get on my nerves. Was that not the answer you were looking for, or what?
Not that I was looking for a specific answer or anything. I was not expecting you to say that.
You get on. I feel like that's a good answer though, because I feel like, we would never fully understand a man either. We may be a little bit more empathetic at times, or we might be a little bit more patient with men. But in the same token, we don't understand how y'all think at all times. Like we don't understand the decision making process that y'all be having sometimes, especially when y'all choose y'all people at certain points in your lives. But um I feel like that's a fair answer. I do think it's fair.
Respectfully, I disagree.
Okay.
I feel like if I've been able to recognize the changes I've made to be a more palatable partner, and I'm only 28, like
Mm,
there's I feel like there's a difference. Like when I first started dating and I would just be like my full high energy self at all times, I wasn't being aware of the fact that hey, men are a little bit more streamlined when it comes to their emotions. So giving them everything in intense detail is not going to be to my benefit. Or I didn't understand um like time and place.
mhm.
Like if I had an issue, I'm gonna express it right now because you got me fucked up right now.
Mhm.
Whereas if we're in a certain setting, now I understand like, okay, I can still address it and it be valid, but I don't have to put our business on Front Street because that's something a young girl would do, not somebody who has been through a relationship and understand like you still have to wake up and deal with this person
Mhm.
again. So
Mhm.
don't crash out.
Yeah.
So if I can understand like that I need to adjust some of my ways to not saying I understand all men,
Mhm.
but you grow through everything. You should be growing. Even if you
Mhm.
don't learn all the lessons that you should have learned from your last situation, you do learn something.
That's the whole fact. That's the whole fact.
So 41 years later, I don't think it's 100% valid to say, oh, well, women are a puzzle. There's been some similarities between at least 3 to 5 of the women you dealt with, to where if you deal with that similar pattern again with the fifth one or the sixth one, you'll be able to say, okay, well, I know what this is. I've dealt with something similar to this. When you just start arguing and you go from one point to this point to that point, you're really not even mad about the point you brought up. You
That's the
just
truth.
are mad.
Mhm.
I don't feel like that expectation is too high to have for men who are a little bit more seasoned and been in the dating field a little bit longer.
I could respect that. I could respect that perspective for sure, because it does get frustrating at times, like knowing, "Hi, cheeks, how are you? Thank you for pulling up." Um, I could see how it is frustrating knowing that this person has dealt with many, many different types of people and encountered different situations, much more than I've encountered in my shorter lifespan. So, do I give you grace
And
for?
kids, baby mama, all of
Yeah.
those things. Like
Yes. Yeah.
you dealt with 9 months of pregnancy and child. You can't deal with pre-period emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You was
Snacks coming up.
catering to cravings.
Hello, how we doing? How we
Hey,
doing?
Snack. Hey, Snack.
What's
Thank you for
up? How
pulling
you
up on
doing?
my channel and blessing me.
Hey, yeah, man. I had to slide over here real quick before I ruin your whole poetry career.
I'm waiting for this
Uh,
smoke, okay? And you would never ruin my career. I'm just getting started.
yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna make you better though, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. I came up here for the rebuttal, man, because yeah, I didn't know there really is characters in the. There's a character limit. I was 27 over when I was doing my talk to text. It's nasty work.
I didn't
Uh,
know it was a character limit.
I,
That's
I
good.
didn't
I
I'm
know
mean,
gonna
a
either.
lot
read
of
that.
small
Read that.
paragraphs in there though, like a little,
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
sentence or two. But yeah,
Yeah, but I came up here for the rebuttal because that wasn't the answer you was looking for. I mean, I just told you my answer. That I can only tell my truth. But uh, yeah. What's I feel weird. What's the issue?
Why do you feel weird?
Because I don't be in business like that. But you know what I mean. I'm here now. Shit. Hell
Right.
yeah, man.
We just having a
Let me pull
conversation.
up a
Yes,
chair.
it's kind of
we just
personal,
having
but
like
like
a
a very general, open-ended conversation for real.
very general. I haven't gotten into no specifics.
It didn't sound super general, but you know what I mean.
I mean,
It could,
it's on a topic, but it's not geared towards anybody. We ain't trying to single nobody out or nothing. We just want perspectives and opinions, and talk some
okay,
shit.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I did hear a little talk like dealing with different. I'd assume different. Somebody's dealing with different women, like baby mamas and kids, and toxic women and abusive women. And
Salute, Faith. Thank you for pulling up. Hey, Kai.
So a little background on me. I have never dated somebody that's younger than me. I
hmm
usually date people within about like a 5 year range. I've straight up a little bit more to about maybe 10 years older than me, like once before now. But usually,
what's 10 years older than you? Can I ask?
so I'm 28 right now. So
Okay,
the guy,
okay.
this was back when I was like 20 though.
hmm
So he was like 29. That's the
Damn.
the biggest gap before now. But usually
hmm
if I'm 2021, they're like 23 to 25.
Okay, that's not
So
bad.
I'm used to dealing with people my age. And with that, I'm a little bit more comfortable like explaining what's going on and kind of like teaching them like even if this don't work, even if I'm not gonna be your girl, this is something you need to be aware of with women.
hmm
So, yeah, recently I'm like, okay, I'm 28. I'm starting to get, oh, and I haven't really dated anybody with kids before, baby mamas, nothing like that.
Damn.
So, all of that is new to me. But since I'm getting a little bit up there now, I feel like I need to be a little bit more open minded because, if people were judging me based off the 25-year-old me, the 22-year-old me, I wouldn't feel I would feel like slighted.
hmm
So for me to just cut you, oh, you got a baby mama, oh, F that. Like I feel it's
Some of them things
similar.
are crazy though. Some of them things is crazy. Baby daddies too. You know what I mean?
So yeah, this is a whole
Sometimes it's a
new
lot to
ball
deal with.
game for me. But I just didn't expect to deal with the same level of like
hmm
I don't want to say like ignorance.
hmm hmm hmm
But just a complete lack of awareness when I've also been a lot better with communicating in a non-aggressive way and being very clear about how I'm feeling, what's going on, et cetera, and so forth. It's like if I've done all of this patience and working to be able to communicate effectively with you, why am I still dealing with the same issues that I would deal with another 28-year-old and you 40?
I mean, I would only assume a couple reasons. I don't know the two people that just are in the question, but you know, it could be because he's 40 and you 28 that he feels like he doesn't have to change. Or it could be just he's a dude and maybe he got his own issues. Maybe he has changed. You know what I mean? Everything about that. Like I don't know what the little shit is. I don't know if it's taking out trash and shit like that. Like we got to learn that. But you know, you know what I mean? Like if it's kind of like just trying to tap into like if you go to the room and you ain't feeling well, like I'm supposed to bring you a Big Mac with extra cheese. I'm gonna forget that sometimes. It's just part of my nature.
More like
Like
more like let's say, hey, I know this is gonna be a rough week for me. I know my cycle's supposed to be coming on soon.
mhm.
So you have that awareness from maybe a few days ago. And then I say something to you earlier today, like, yo, when you get home, I really been craving a burger. So I think I want to do burgers tonight. It's like that situation where
Shit, yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
expecting you to
I'm
read my
snack king
mind.
call. Like we getting burgers tonight. They say less. You want two? You
This
feel me?
is
That's easy. That's easy. Oh yeah, he fucking up. Oh yeah,
I'm
he fucking
spoon
up.
feeding you
Yeah,
the information. I'm telling you,
yeah,
hey, this
yeah,
is how
yeah.
I'm feeling. This is what's going on, and you're still acting like
Like what was it? Just forgot to unfreeze the meat or something? I like hold on. We just came all the way to the house without a burger. There wasn't one
it's more
McDonald's.
like I might have said it in conversation, like, yeah, I'm thinking burgers tonight. But let's say you're on a different track in your mind.
Yeah,
So maybe you heard it, but you didn't acknowledge it in the conversation, even though I said it. And I told you a day or two ago, like, this finna be hell week. So
yeah,
keep
yeah,
that in
yeah.
mind.
As a man that's been through quite a few hell weeks, I know that's at least the time of the month we tap in. You know what I mean? We gotta be on our p's and q's this time, my boys. You feel me?
Simple
Yeah,
communication stuff.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then it's
Damn, he
like,
should have got that burger because I mean, it's just a burger. But I mean, it sounds like a burger to him, but it was probably something to you. So damn, D, he
right.
should be
So
here.
now you come home without a burger. And I'm like,
Uh
oh, so fuck me, right? So that might not be the right response. Okay, that's a
I
little
mean,
overboard. Okay, but I
you
mean,
said hell week. It didn't sound like it was gonna be easy. You know what
you see what I'm saying? I gave you when I was calm. I gave you the
I mean?
foreknowledge, like, yo, I'm gonna be tripping.
Mm,
So, or
uh,
I mean, or okay, maybe I didn't say that, but it's been 3 weeks of kicking it,
wait a minute. Wait a
so
minute.
you should know.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Respectfully, this has only been 3 weeks.
Of course, Kyle,
No,
you
the
always pulling
situation is
for
longer
me.
than 3 weeks, but I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
over
I'm
the
like,
past
bruh.
3 weeks, we've been kicking
Okay.
it. So you
Okay.
should know
Okay.
at some
Cool.
point the kick it is going to change.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Sometimes.
I have no children, so it's not a hope.
We team fuck them
It's very
kids.
intentional that shit is
mm,
coming on
mm,
them until
uh,
this shit get heavy. It's
okay.
very
Okay.
intentionally coming every month.
Oh, touche. I mean, yeah. Never mind. That's a different subject. I learned that on TikTok. You can still be pregnant and have your period, but totally different subject.
You can't. You
Uh,
can. My one of my
I
cousins
I
literally
was
just had
shocked.
a baby like out of nowhere. Like shit was scary as fuck. Like
Out
she
of
was living her
nowhere,
regular life, like living her regular life,
a
and had a
whole
baby in the
baby
fucking
came out of.
toilet.
Oh
Had a baby
nah,
in the
shit.
toilet. Dead
See, you
ass.
Oh
sound real
nah.
picky when it
She
comes
needs to
to
start.
me.
She needs to start using the bathroom regularly.
Man,
Um.
What?
yo, you need to send
Yeah.
me this TikTok page. Like,
Nah. The rest was just me. I try to learn some in my free time. But yeah, man, I got no excuse for Buddy, man. You know what I mean? If it was some nonsense, but I mean, you're talking to Snack King Cole, so I'm looking for an excuse to get a burger. You know what I mean? One thing you
Amber,
gonna be with me is fed. You feel me?
knowing the situation, is the burger analogy like, does that
Yeah,
line
I
up
feel like
or
that.
not
I
really?
feel like that simplifies
It
what the
wasn't a burger.
situation is.
You made it seem so simple.
It
He
was
had to
The
like
paint
way
the
the
house, huh?
situation
He had to paint the
unfolded,
house.
nah,
I
nah. It wasn't
explained
even
it in
that.
the same way.
I think it is a simple situation without putting your business out there. It is a simple situation that actually it did happen. But I feel like
Okay.
the burger analogy was a good way to explain why why we're having the conversation.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I didn't
Yeah.
know if it was like, because it is simple. Like, okay, if I told you what I want to eat, you can go and get that.
Uh
But in
huh.
the situation I'm referring to, I also was very clear. Like, this is the information I'm looking to
Mhm.
learn from you, and just to let you know, it was like I ask questions. I like to talk. I'm a conversationalist, but in dating and growing up and learning more about myself, I know I can't just dominate the conversation and expect to know anything about the other person.
That's a fact.
So I've been teaching myself to kind of tone that down, not not just come all out with everything that's on my mind, but more so give you the space to talk to me so I can actually learn about you.
Mhm.
So once I give you the space to talk and we kind of get out everything that you're forthcoming with, then I'm gonna have questions.
Oh shit.
And not even crazy questions. Like,
What you say? Oh shit for?
I don't because I mean I'm not like a crazy talker like that. So it's like I thought we
So
was
I was
done.
trying to
Now
make
now
that
there's more.
point. I was
Now
trying to
there's
make
more.
that point to
Ah
her.
shit. Yeah, yeah. Because now you got questions about stuff. Man, damn. I don't
Like
know.
but it's
for
not.
Like.
It's
me,
I'm not asking you the distance between the Earth and the Moon. I'm asking you, when you have a shitty day, how do
Mm,
you come home and decompress?
thank you,
so,
Bree. I
God,
appreciate you
that
for
hey.
subbing.
Hey, ladies in the chat, do y'all see that question right there, bro? Oh my
So I'm
God,
saying I
I
was
almost
playing
felt
devil's
like
advocate.
unwinding. I
I was
almost
playing
felt like
devil's
unwinding
advocate.
right there.
I really
I ain't
was.
never been asked
So
that damn question.
so
Shit.
listen. I
All
was
right,
playing devil's
sorry.
advocate.
I'm
I was
I'm trying.
saying I was like, me personally, I'm slower to respond to shit at times. Like some people take it as me like not taking them serious or not receiving what they're telling me or I'm not listening, whatever. But that's not the case. Sometimes it just takes me a minute to respond to what you are asking me or process what you're telling me or whatever. Not because I'm slow or whatever. It's just how I process shit. So it's not that I don't want to give you an answer or like I'm trying to ignore what you're saying, but I need time to process what you asking me, especially if it's a loaded question. I need a minute.
Hmm.
So I feel
But do
like
my questions really be that loaded?
in your mind, no. In other niggas'
Mm.
minds, yes.
Okay. I'll be fair. Okay, maybe some can consider it a loaded question. Sure.
Like, we literally got into a whole argument over a word, bro, over a definition of a word, and I was over it, and you did not want to drop that shit for an hour. I was so
Mm.
over you.
Damn, an hour?
A
First of
whole
all,
hour.
Hey,
We was
hold
in
first of
on.
Atlanta
all,
traffic.
that
We
was a
was in
preconception
Atlanta
of myself.
traffic arguing about a Webster's definition of a word. I was like, I don't give a fuck about the word no more.
And it wasn't just me arguing, the whole car was
We
having
had
a
all stopped.
discussion.
Your ass kept going. Me and Sam was
Mm.
And
with your ass like,
I didn't keep going to press my point. I kept going to understand your point.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody do that shit but you.
Okay,
There's probably
what's
there's probably like
wrong with
a
that?
small meetup group that does that. But
You
yeah,
might be right,
it's just
man.
not it's not a problem, but it's also like just like your cousin Cuddy just said, man. Some people is like they don't understand the understandables. You feel me? They don't understand that you're trying to get the understanding.
I
They
feel
just
like this
take it
is
as
why
like
she's in the field that she's in.
we're
So she
still
has to
talking
have a
about this
whole
shit.
understanding of a situation. Like she has to understand and break down every aspect of it. Like she has to understand why you think the way you think, what caused you to think the way that you think. Well, okay, like what happened to you to make you think the way you think. She has to understand everything in a whole. I don't give a fuck that
Yeah,
much. After you
yeah.
tell me something, I'm cool
That
with it.
sounds dope as hell. That sounds dope as hell. I think you dope for that shit.
Thank you.
I wouldn't like you to do that shit with me though. So like no, I'm just being real. Like I said, man, I'm just not like really crazy. about like opening up. I'm emotional too, so you might catch it. And then, hey, I'm in the group chat, crybaby ass nigga. Yeah, man, we ain't doing that.
I'm not even that type. I don't even have a
See,
group chat.
but see, when people have been in situations like this before, yeah, it's easy because everybody says they're not like this, right?
Look, I
So,
learned to stop. We'll use that very gingerly or stop altogether because once you get put in a situation, your whole outlook on it can change. You could
mm-hmm,
say from the outside, "Oh, I'm never gonna act like this," or "I'm never gonna do this,"
mm-hmm,
and find yourself in a situation doing that very thing you said you would
doing
never
that,
do.
So with
that,
that,
like Kobe Bryant. Go
that's
ahead.
the reason why I try to understand for both of our benefit. I'm not looking to dig in to point out where you wrong or where I disagree with you. I'm literally trying to understand so that in the event that a similar thing comes up again, this conversation comes back, I know we're not on the same page. I actually know what page you're on, so I'm not gonna try to push a cart sideways because we already went over, hey, that's just not, this is how I feel about this, this is how I move.
Mm-hmm. Is
So
there a way like because I don't know your questioning process, right? But is there a way to ask more important questions first, if that makes sense? Like so it's not so many.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Can you get to the understanding quicker?
so I think my initial question is very directed.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
the
I
burgers.
understand this is
Yeah.
how you feel.
Oh, okay,
Can you
cool.
help me
Sorry.
understand why you feel this way?
Mm-hmm.
And then just depending on how that answer comes out, it might not
Mm-hmm.
be on the line of the
Mm.
question I'm asking.
I got you.
So then I try to redirect that conversation back to what I'm actually saying. Like for example, in with the conversation we were having in the car, I think I was coming across as being combative. So when I would ask, okay, well, why do you feel like that? And the response would be kind of like, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to da 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 da. I'm just saying this is how I feel.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
So to kind of redirect, I'm saying I'm not looking to argue with you either. I'm not looking to poke holes in your argument. I really do just want to understand. But if
mm-hmm.
you already have this mindset that I'm being combative with you or
Mm-hmm.
that we just on two different islands, whatever I say, that's not getting through.
And it wasn't
So
Yeah,
even.
even if I genuinely
and it
I
could be
dropped it,
people don't have like a situation. They just want to be out of the conversation. So maybe they don't understand why they like that either. They just want to be out of the conversation. They just want the conversation to be done. So they're just saying something to end the conversation.
In
okay.
that moment, Snack, that's how I was feeling because I was super. We was in traffic. I was over it. We was at the mall for hours. For my other friend, that just oh my god, it was a
Mm-hmm.
very like irritating
It was a
situation.
long day.
Any other day,
Mm-hmm.
because we sit on the phone and talk for hours. This like my little sister opposed to my cousin. Honestly, like we grew up together, we got raised together, all of that. So I could sit and talk to you for 8 or 9 hours about anything. But sometimes certain situations and shit just it just make it hard to understand where you're coming from and shit. Not that I don't want to, I don't have a desire to, but in that moment, I'm not in that conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that totally makes sense. I don't like people talking to me in the car. Period. I got music to play.
Listen,
But
Yeah.
she wasn't even the driver. Like, if anybody should be stressed, it should have been the
Uh,
driver.
that's the
oh
other
yeah.
thing. It was a stressful situation.
I
Yeah.
wasn't
See,
even
and bam, you get
I
stressed.
was
and bam, you gotta
stressed.
learn. You gotta learn how to fake sleep a little bit. You know what I mean? Throw a little,
Oh
out there. You
no,
know what
we
I mean?
was we was all deep into the conversation.
Oh man.
I'm trying to remember because
I
that
remember
was
that
a good
next time, Snack.
conversation too.
Huh?
I'm trying to remember what we was talking about because that was a good ass conversation too.
I don't remember, bro. That was so long ago. We smoked too much to be remembering that type of shit.
Yeah, I'm really trying to figure it out because we was giving like scenarios, like, okay, what about this? What about that?
I don't
And yeah, I
remember.
think it's
Oh,
just the way
do you
I
really get in your
learned.
understandings when you smoke?
I'm sorry.
When you smoke, do you really try to get in your understandings?
Oh yeah, I definitely lock in when I smoke. I'm like a
I could probably lock in
productive
if I smoke.
smoker.
We smoke like I yeah. We can have a conversation.
Yeah, and I like, you know how some people like to talk about space or aliens or conspiracy theories, like they really are interested in those things. I'm
Hmm.
interested in people and how they
Okay.
think, why they do what they do. Like I'm into people the same way people are into conspiracy theories. So we can talk all day about just about anything as long as you care about it, or
Mhm.
you
Damn.
have an opinion
Damn.
that we
The
can.
fuck?
Yep.
But
Shit. Okay. 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 God
yeah,
damn.
like, so when it comes to me trying to understand, like, it's not even coming from a place of like judgment or that doesn't make sense to me, so it's wrong. It's nothing
Hmm.
like that. But I don't know if it has to do with the tone of my voice or
I mean, it could be.
It
I
could
don't know,
be.
but it could be like just. I mean, that's different though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
some people aren't used to that
I've been in some
intense.
relationships where all that shit, and it will really come back like a boomerang on some crazy shit. Like what the fuck? Like you gonna use that against me? I
Like
said that.
I feel like
Yeah,
some people aren't used to like somebody being so intentional and intense with wanting to know about another
and that's
person.
you hear me
Like,
over here with the guy. Like I'm like, damn,
yeah.
for real. Like that's you saying that shit for real. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I
it's
don't feel
definitely
like people
a
believe
different vibe.
people like us, like, because I'm not as deep into it as she is, but I do genuinely like to hear how other people think or hear different perspectives or experiences on stuff. I genuinely listen and lock in and like take something from it because I've learned in my short 31 years of life. um Life is better when you can experience it with other people and you can't just stay in your
That's a
own
fact.
box with shit. So if I'm truly to experience life, I need to experience people. And me and her are very similar in that aspect. Like we fuck with people. I like people a lot.
and like people genuinely interest me. Like I don't
Mhm.
think the way I make sense of things is the only way or the best way.
Mhm.
So if you make sense of something in a different way and you come up with a different conclusion, yeah, I'm interested. I want to know why and how. So I could try that on. Does that make sense to me? I don't feel like
Mhm.
my thoughts or beliefs are fact. So I'm always
Hmm.
looking to see, does that make sense to me more than what I think makes sense right now? If I care about that person, like in a situation where we were having a conversation in the car and stuff, I was past how I feel versus how you feel, but it's more so like, okay, you're my cousin and I love you. So
Mhm.
because of that, I want to know how this affects you so that I can make space for that in our relationship.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
But if I'm coming across like, no, tell me what you, that's really not how I'm trying to come across.
I think you know where that comes from too. Our parents, like them not being so like open emotionally at times with us, and like we don't want to keep repeating the patterns. And
Yeah,
I
so
feel
I
like
want it to
Hmm.
be like wide
And
open
then
as
and
far as
that
like,
that's and black males as well. Like yeah, we can't show none of that. You know.
okay,
that's the thing I want to break. Like I don't want to
Hmm.
see my brother in 10 years spiraling, crashing out because he can't express himself in a healthy way and feel like he's heard,
Hmm.
and that we move with intention with him and that he's loved and he's appreciated. Like I don't ever want him to feel like he has to hide anything from this world. And I want that for my cousins, my even my dad. Like I want you to feel like you can open up in any aspect that you need to. Like that it's whack as fuck that I feel y'all have to walk around protected in this world all day, every day. When you come home, you shouldn't have to feel protected. There shouldn't be no wall there emotionally.
Hmm.
And when you
I
come home,
feel
like
that.
that should be your safe space.
That's what I'm getting at. That's the
Yeah.
part that I feel, because I feel the same for my brothers. I feel the same for my dad. But at the end of the day, I can be that for the person I'm with
Mm-hmm.
first. If you're coming home to me, then you should feel comfortable to express that to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order to make you comfortable, I'm going to open that space. I'm going to open the conversation. But if you are kind of moving with this like guarded, like trust issue, you're gonna throw this back up in my face. How do I even express to you that I'm looking to make space and not looking to store information for a future argument that may never happen?
Yeah.
I mean, after a while, time shows truth, man. So, I mean, if you're genuine, you just gotta be patient with that person,
That's
because
true.
we will see. Like, I mean, like I said, man. At the beginning, everybody says they're different.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, both sexes. Everybody's like, yeah, I'm not like that, and you're just like that. 100% actually. Actually, you're doing it better than the last one did.
What
Um,
works?
and so so I just but after a while, like you can kind of see and you can kind of genuinely see, like, ah, man, you really rock, you really trying to understand. Okay, let me open up a little bit more, let me test it out real quick, hold on. Yeah,
Mhm.
your girlfriend's coming up here, they ain't looking at me stupid. Okay, okay, let me
So,
try something else.
so what kind of makes you bring your guards down, Snack? Like what kind of like gestures would that person need to make? Like like what kind of conversations have y'all had? Like what makes you say like, okay, I can let this down for her?
I'm gonna keep it a solid being with you. I've never totally let all my guards down, because the little bit of guards I let down, they have came back. You know what I mean? So like it just shows me, like, when people really ask, like, even when people be like, "Oh man, what's going on with you? How you feeling, man?" Hey, I just tell them, as long as I'm above this side of the ground, I ain't gonna complain to nobody. And if I'm not, then I ain't got nobody to complain to. You feel me? It's just I just don't trust people. So I
I feel
mean,
you.
that's me.
Snack,
So
I do want to
I've
commend you though,
never
because
totally.
like your live
Hmm.
the other day, that was the most vulnerable I've ever personally seen you before. So like you
Hmm.
just being transparent and saying, "Hey, I'm falling back because I got this going on. I got this going on. This is why." Like
And
like
see, even with that, I wasn't completely because, first of all, it's the internet. You know what I mean? You see how
exactly.
these motherfuckers will flip shit like a motherfucker. You know what I
Hell
mean? Like,
yeah.
they'll
Hell
be
yeah.
with my best friend mods in the chat and let something go wrong, and all my business out there. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I couldn't even completely do that, but yeah, I just had to break it down so people didn't just feel like I was trying to be on the wave and shit like that. Like, I be having like real life issues. I do
Hmm.
not sleep. Yeah, man, and it has been really since my partner. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, man. I mean, that's a real thing.
For
Um,
sure. My condolences to you for sure.
oh
And
yeah,
and I'm praying
thank
for
you.
you. Like I hope you work through your issues and everything. But like even
Oh
just
yeah,
being that
one day.
vulnerable, just to let your people know that's gonna be checking. Like Snack ain't posted.
Hmm.
Like what's going on? Type shit. Like that's a lot to do. That was a big step. So I commend you for that.
Hmm.
So let me
Yeah,
ask
they say in
you,
my old age I need to work on my sleep a little bit more.
Yeah.
They say I'm starting to look like I'm 41.
or
Yes, ma'am.
some the eye patches underneath for hydrating and stuff like that.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
they do
can't
Hmm.
that.
sleep, at least hydrate them hoes.
Hmm.
But
Rose be thirsty.
I guess so. If it's just gonna take time for you to kind of test the waters and see, okay, do I really trust this girl? I know I like her and everything, but as far as me being open, just answering her questions genuinely, things like that. I guess from my perspective, it's like, how many times do I need to get shot down and like pushed away for you to?
I feel like that's up to you. I don't feel like that's up to
Yeah.
your person. Cause like
Also, yeah. Also, like, what matters most, the information or the person?
The
like if
information is about the person.
so
Yeah, but I
so
mean, like,
To me,
like
it's one and the
okay,
same. If I
go
care
ahead,
about
bro.
you, I want
I'm about
to
to lose
know
you.
So, like,
about
if you
you.
want to be patient with somebody, like, if you feel like they are worth being patient with and working with them and see, that's your fucking problem right there. Impatient as fuck. So, if you are willing to be patient and, like, really learn somebody and say, hey, I can tell they're not really ready to open up with me. Let's see why. Like, let's kind of dive into why. Can I get to that why and be patient enough to get to that why? That's on you. That's not on the other person.
Okay. But their trust issues is not on me. That's on
No,
whatever
so
they
that
just
That's a
do.
fact.
that's something they have to decide to work on. So are you willing to stay there and wait while
No.
they do the work? So then that's on you then.
Because if I didn't do nothing to you,
So
why
you
am I
can't take it
suffering
personal either. You
for
can't
your
take it
bad
personal because
choices
you
in the
know those are stem
past?
from their trust issues.
Because
You
maybe they
know,
didn't know it was a bad choice though. It wasn't a
Well, you
bad
know
choice when they.
now
Yeah,
because
but
your
I
guard
mean
is
you.
up.
Yeah, but I
you
mean,
patient.
how I know you? How I know you won't be a bad choice too?
Huh?
How I know you won't be a bad choice?
Because I'm asking the questions that they didn't. So I can be the person that you
All right,
need
so
and not
uh, okay, okay.
toxic or whatever have you.
I mean,
Because if
but
I don't
also
know, then
going back to your other point that you just said, man, where you was like, you don't have the patience, man. If that's all out there in the open, man, no harm, no foul. I'll see you on the other side.
Like you have to find what you are willing to be patient for.
Hmm. I mean, there's somebody out there that's willing to tell you everything right now.
Yeah. That's something I've learned in my own experiences. Like I moved with the expectation that the person was going to move at my pace. If I'm being as open as I could ever be, I'm expecting you to be the same. But you could be processing and dealing with some shit that I don't know about. I can't be mad
Hmm.
at you for moving at your own pace. You get on my nerves so bad.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I agree. Like, yeah, everybody's gonna have their own pace. Everybody, has their own things to work through. But I just feel like
Take another shot
if
to this.
you know what I'm saying, are whole enough, comfortable enough, healed enough to be out here dating, getting to know people, looking for that someone that you do want to trust, like, why are
That
you
looks
giving me all this
different for
opposition?
everybody. That looks different for everybody. I don't know. I feel
That's
like
a fact. He probably was just shopping or something like that. You pulled up on him trying to get the bread out the aisle. He was like, "Hold up, wait a minute." He wasn't even out there looking
I've
for
been
you.
on the phone with her. What has happened a couple times.
See, shit never happened to me. Goddamn. But see,
Shit. Well, I ain't gonna lie. It has happened to me, but it ain't nobody I was taking serious or nothing. So like that.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
I
that's
changed
the
your
case.
life,
Yeah.
baby girl. I changed your life. Think about these groceries. I'll catch you later.
That
No.
it be stuff like that. Like, I don't, yeah, like
So you gonna
situations
change my
like that. They'll
life.
be like, "What you getting? Oh, I can get all of this stuff." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm not done shopping. Okay, now I'm a gold digger. Now I'm this. Now I'm that." But you led with money, like
That's a
that's why I'm
fact.
not gonna take none of y'all serious about that. But okay, me and him met in a way that's like, okay, both of us were clear. Yeah, we are dating. We're out here looking for someone we really want to be with. So it's not like I just bumped into him at the art museum and he wasn't expecting to meet. No, he was looking
Mm.
to meet people. I'm someone he met. So,
So if you don't like how he
Was you guys on a site or
operates,
something?
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, if you're not feeling how he's operating while he's dating, that's one thing. So if he's not moving at your pace and you're not willing to be patient with him at his, then obviously I don't know. If for me personally, it's a cut your losses type thing for me. I used to be to the point where I would just egg on it, like I would sit there and think about it, like okay, like I'm gonna get this person grace, da da da, whatever. But I'm knowing that I'm not fucking with this for real on the inside.
Grades.
Yeah,
Uh,
nah. Mm-mm.
Excuse me.
Nah, I needed to know that I wasn't about to sit there to wait for you to move at the pace I needed you to move at.
But see, I don't feel like when you talk about pace of the relationship, I'm thinking like going from dating to being exclusive to doing other things together outside of dating. Maybe you might travel together. Maybe you might Like that's what I consider like when you say pace.
Hmm.
But just dating and getting to know people, I don't.
If I can't tell you're moving in that direction that I want to move, like I'm just somebody that you like to hit up just for fun, or like a little going out buddy, or like you just want to be a friend with benefits type shit. Like if I can tell that's how you want to move, then you're not moving at the pace I want to move at. Like you're not moving with it the intention I want you to move at. So
But I mean, to be fair, like, isn't pace a natural thing, or are there expectations on progress? Um,
Damn, who asked that smart ass question?
that is a good
God.
question,
Look
Kai.
at 4 p.m. Look at that. Man, it better be you. Uh, that was a good one.
So I don't like the whole go with the flow, natural. Not to say like, oh, if he doesn't ask me to be his girlfriend in 3 weeks, it's over. But I do like clarity. Like
Hmm.
it's not just a feeling or a vibe. You feel me? Like it's we're dating. Okay, we can date. If you feeling me, we can date exclusively. Would you like me to be your girlfriend? You need to ask me to be your girlfriend. If we're not,
She got the little note, circle yes or no. I feel you.
it don't even have to be like that. But I mean, like we're gonna have to talk about it. We
That's a
the
fact.
same way you talk about finances, the same way you talk about dates and vacations. We're talking about the flow of the relationship, and if you don't want to talk about it, you don't want it to flow. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
absolutely valid.
I like to bring it up early. I'm a pretty cool guy, so you know, what I mean, motherfuckers be thinking something different, but I'm really not looking for nothing. But let's go get some burgers and fries. You know what I mean? Maybe fucking skydive or something, do something weird. You know what I mean? I'm just
Exactly.
here to change your life.
So
You
if you
know,
approach me
but
and
not
say,
like
"Hey, I'm
change
looking
your
to
life.
date. I don't know if I want a
Hmm.
girlfriend right now, but
Hmm.
I'm interested in you. You seem pretty cool. I want to date."
Hmm.
Then I'm going in with the mindset of we are dating. This
Bam.
I'm not saying this dude is trying to be my boyfriend. I'm just enjoying his company.
Hmm.
But that's
Hmm.
what the conversation is for.
Yeah, I think so.
But
I mean,
for you
some dudes probably scared to speak that shit because maybe I don't know. I'm not. I shit. I post that shit on my forehead, bro.
I just feel like we're
Uh,
getting a little too old.
that's a
What?
fact.
Oh,
That's what
oh,
I'm at. I don't lie to
like
nobody
let's
but the
just be so
police.
frank. You
You know
think
what
you're
I mean?
not gonna get none if you tell me you don't want to be my boyfriend?
I think people. I have thought that before in my life.
Women like to fuck too.
I used to have girlfriends just so I can hump, and then it's like, what am I doing here?
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? And so
Cause
like now, but that was young. That was young whippersnapper snack. That was snack kid Cole. You know what I mean? As the king I grew up to be. Yeah, man. I ain't for the lions or none of that stuff. You know what I mean? Please and thank you.
now I feel like that's a fact,
Hmm.
and I wish more people would transition into that line of thinking because I feel like a lot of people, especially in my age range, they stuck in between that immature mindset where like if I don't tell her, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm not gonna get no pussy or I'm not gonna get what I
Hmm.
want.
Hmm.
Opposed to if you just tell me like, hey, I'm not looking to do anything serious right now. I just want to have a good time. I could be open to that conversation, but it's a
Hmm.
conversation that does need to be had. You don't need to lie to me about it. So I feel like right now in my like I said, in my age range, it's a lot of people that's stuck in between that immature
Hmm.
mindset and maturing and realizing like I don't need to lie to get what I want.
And you
Yeah,
can
I mean
inquire
that's
without.
definitely a fact. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to think that true shit was bullshit, but yeah, man. Yeah, that true shit work. And like I
Yeah.
said, but I'm like you know what I mean. Like I said, I'm kind of cool. So you know what I mean. Like you gonna come on back, and I'm gonna tell you a joke or two, even if you didn't like that. Sorry, but
I definitely agree with you though,
but
Kai.
it comes from like with me. I know it just comes from not needing as much from y'all as I did before. You know what I mean? I was a bum. You know what I mean? I was try to sleep on
So
couches and
you
shit like
you was
that
more so
and
like
shit like
looking for
that.
the other benefits of being in a relationship, like being supported.
Not
Um,
so much,
Yes.
but I was also not giving a fuck. You feel me? If that makes sense. So it wasn't like I was looking to
My
come
bad.
sleep on your couch or use your EBT card. No, but I was like, I wasn't as picky as I am like today. You know what I mean? Where I'm just not
you didn't have a
like,
set standard of it was more
yeah.
flexible. Okay.
Yeah. As long as they was born a woman, it was cracking.
Snack, what the fuck?
I'm just keeping it a bean. Uh,
Yeah. I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that answer.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we all grow through things, so no
yeah.
judgment. No
Hmm.
judgment.
No judgment
Yeah,
at all. 'Cause
yeah.
I got some smacked ones in my history for sure.
Man, this one I had to keep drinking. I was like, what was I thinking? What's that sticking in mind?
Gotta control alt delete on that shit. I don't recall.
Man, listen, I don't have no receipts of none of them situations. You can't
Yeah,
tell me
You got
nothing
no
happened.
exes.
I'm like I said, I'm born
I'm a
again
virgin.
virgin.
I'm a virgin out
Yeah, man.
here. I'm a
Me
virgin.
Hmm.
too.
Fuck that. See, I am a virgin. We gonna drink to that.
I
I
will
am
drink
a
to that.
virgin.
Hmm. Salute, salute. I got some clean water here.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
If you're poison, even if it's not poison.
Exactly, exactly.
All this shit's
You know,
poison, man. We breathe poison,
that's a whole
eat
fact.
poison.
That is a whole fact.
Man.
We all out of here, man. But yeah, man. Speaking of out of here, I'm back to work, man. Somebody got to pay the bills at this house.
For sure, for
Salute to
sure.
y'all, man. This was fun.
Salute, Snack. I appreciate you pulling
Thank
Uh,
up
you for
on
your
me.
insight.
yeah, no problem, man. Y'all enjoy, man, and hopefully
I'll be
we
looking for
get you a
my
burger
drop
real
soon so
soon.
I can respond. You better drop
Hey,
that shit
it's gonna
soon.
happen, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm like a little bit behind on this little trailer, so that's my focus right now.
Oh, of
But if I,
course.
because I know what I'm about to do to you. You feel me? I know what it's, and once I put this shit together, and you pick up what I put down, boy,
I'm
listen. You
excited.
gonna you see
Give
what
me
I
my
did to you?
bag.
Never
Give
mind.
me my
Never
bag.
mind.
I'm excited.
You know what I mean? I'm undefeated with you hoodies, motherfuckers. You feel me? Just know that. All right.
Hey, you ain't never came across the BAM. You seen what I did to old boy, so
Yeah, but that was a little different than this. You feel me? That was sound like little emotions. I was like, what the fuck? Where's all this go? Oh, yeah. See, I'll be missing. I'll be missing. It ain't my business. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a good night.
You
for sure. You
too.
too, Snack. I'm crying. I was the person I was hoping was gonna pull up too.
So I feel validated in some things as far as like,
Okay.
you know, it's okay to want to get to know people. So it's giving red flag a little bit on my situation.
Mhm. But I'm happy it gave you some different perspective and some things to think
Yeah,
about. Cause
for sure.
I mean, my perspective is very limited, so I can give you
I
my
appreciate yours
experiences
too,
and some
though.
shit. But I'm happy that you got to hear the perspective of somebody that was actually like closer
In
to
that
that,
demographic.
yeah, that demographic for sure, for sure. Well, cousin, we almost at that hour mark. So, did you want to keep going, or we want to call it a night? Because I know we
It's
both
up
got to
to
work
you.
tomorrow. We both got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, usually my bedtime is around 11, so it's up
Hmm.
to you. If you want to cut it, we can do that. If you want to go another 20,
Nah, we can cut it. I gotta make some
okay.
phone calls.
I'm not perfect and I'm single. So
We is not looking for perfection because we is not perfect people either. We is out here figuring it out,
very
and we
much
gonna
figuring
cheers
it
to
out.
that for sure. But it just helped hearing the perspective of somebody that's in that demographic that is
Hmm.
a male, and understanding the process of thinking. So we appreciate your opinions and what you shared with us, Snack, for sure. But yeah. I'm so happy. You blessed my panel, cousin. Oh my goodness.
This is fun. It's been a long time since I've done any type of live, anything like that. So, like I said, I love people, these type of conversations.
Snack, don't do that. Cause I
Kai,
got the sniper, so I listen.
Kai, why
Whatever
didn't you
happened,
hop
happened.
on, bro? What?
Kai's gonna hop on one of these days. Kai is a good friend of mine. Kai hosts dope ass poetry nights that Kai needs to bring back. But anyways, because I want to bless the live with some new stuff, Kai. We're gonna leave that alone now. But anyways, I don't get to share I got more dog in me. It's crazy. Period. God.
We need the
Period.
real. We need the truth. We don't need the sugar version.
Mm, not at all. Not at all. But I don't get to share my family or nothing with nobody, and I like y'all. When I tell you, like, this is my favorite cousin ever, like ever, ever. So I'm just happy. Um, I got to do that. But yeah, my next one, you definitely gonna have to hit the panel next week. My flyer should be dropping tomorrow. I had a lot of shit going on today, but my flyer should be dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna have my Twitter fam pulling up. So I have some beautiful ladies over there that bring a lot of different perspective and have lived some lives. So I'm gonna bring them over. They gonna come and bless y'all with their presence. And cousin's gonna make appearances too. So if y'all fuck with little cuz, she gonna be here. But we getting up out of here. I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. My IG and my TikTok is linked on my page. Um, cousin might drop her stuff soon, but she's gonna stay anonymous right now because I don't fuck with y'all niggas like that. And y'all better leave my cousin alone. All right, bye y'all.
It's nice talking to everybody. Thanks for having me, Amber.
Of course, of course.